more than half of being a successful founder, I believe, is just dealing with the mental side of things and being able to handle your own psychology and understanding yourself and not stressing out and not putting a bunch of burdens on yourself and not having things that aren't true be running through your head, that negative self-talk. And I think there's a few coping strategies that I've learned and developed over the years. The first thing is try not to take it personally. Easier said than done, but really step back and say, look, this person doesn't know me. They don't know what's going on. Like, they're just typing stuff. They wouldn't say this to my face, at a conference or whatever. So that's the first thing. Second thing is get a sanity check on it. This is something I would bring up in my mastermind group, and I would throw this out. Hey, this is what happened. And this was the email. It was brutal. You're going to have camaraderie. You're going to have that community of people who are saying, yeah, this happened to me too. And then it normalizes the experience, right? I've actually gotten, frankly, let's say a couple times a year, I'll get an email from a founder who's like, oh my gosh, this person is totally railing on me on Twitter about XYZ. Tell me what I should do, or like help me, or, whatever. And I will basically give them advice like, yep, this has happened to me. This is how you deal with it. It sucks, but it happens to all of us. If you're doing anything interesting out in the world, you're going to have people get mad about something at some point. And that's not a justification for pissing everybody off all the time, but once in a while, you're going to do something or say something or make a move that's going to do it. And realize that that comes with doing interesting things, and realize that it's par for the course and it's something you have to develop a thicker skin about. I would also not, I don't send flippant or rushed responses. Boomerang or snooze those emails for a day to give yourself time to think about it. Don't ruminate on it. Don't sit there and stress about it constantly. It's not as big of a deal as you think. And then I think on the flip side is you had 100 people email you. Well, then realize that you may have done something wrong and try to figure out what that is. Is this really unfair? Or did you just not communicate it well? Can you go back and communicate it better? Or do you need to back away? Do you need to undo it? With experience and going through this a few times, you just learn to not take it so personally. Try to get a realistic gauge. Anytime anyone's mad, it doesn't mean you're wrong. A lot of us take that on like, oh, someone's mad at me. I did something wrong. That's not necessarily true. There are people who are just mad about everything all the time. And today is their day to be mad at you. This is Startups for the Rest of Us, episode 433.